Hi guys, welcome to the real video. The next one was just that browse through because I don't know, I'm excited and everything, which everyone can understand. So we're gonna do it step by step so people next year can benefit. All right, so we have -3 squared plus -2 squared, which gives us 9. Remember, once a number is squared, it's always gonna be positive. I'm just change to black, guys. I just need that. I like being black. All right. So this one says, so that at 13, that was a repeat. What percentage of 40 is 8? So we just put 8 over 40 and times by 100%. So guys, this is going to be a bit longer because I'm going through it thoroughly, not just, no excitement. No. 4 into 8 goes 2 times. 2 times 10, 20%. When 0.45 written as a common fraction in its simplest form, the result is, so we know that it's going to be 45 over 100. I wonder the paper them so dirty. All right, so we can divide by 5, which is 9 over 20. So guys, this is the real deal now. All right. We can just kind of know this because 2 4s are 8. All right, so that one never, all right, a test was marked out of 80, a boy scored 60%. So we know say it's gonna be a number out of the 80. And I want to call this letter B since my name is Bennett. And we know say it work out to 60%. So now we can transpose. So it's x over 80. And of course, this should be 100. A percent mean out of 100. All right, so we multiply by 80 since it's down there. So it's divide. So we do the opposite. And then we divide by 100, and clearly we can see this gone, this gone, this gone, 6, 8, 48. That's a repeat one. Those of you who've been a part of my channel would have known that, all right? Number 6, Dan sold the concert tickets in 5 days. Each day he sold 3 tickets more than the previous day. So first he sold X, then X plus 3, and you just continue like that. I kind of like to do it like this because you can separate the days them. All right. Remember now, guys, it's all about learning. Congrats to everybody. Big up everybody who said them get 59. I hope I don't want to me to get wrong when you say I hope a 60 out of 60 when you get. All right, big up, guys. Big up. All right. So when we add, we're gonna get 5x, and then we add the numbers now. So it's 3 plus 6, 9, 9 and 9, 18, and that 30. And that works out to basically 10, right? So we subtract 30 from that side. So it's going to be 40, subtract 10. 40 subtract 30 give you 10. And then, so we know it's an extra 2. And from there, it's just kind of cakewalk, right? So we can figure out the ratio from there. So we know, say, they say for the third day, 2. We could, guys, you could eliminate this, right? Because the turn it round. You know, say the fifth day must sell more. So you could have also eliminated from there, right? These wasn't so bad, but yeah. All right. And then now for the third day, it would be 2 plus that. So that's 8. He sold 8. Why this so thin? I don't understand, guys. I don't understand why it's so thin. I'm gonna make it thicker. I don't understand. What's happening, Zoo? And then for the third day, 1, 2, 3. So for the fifth day, it would have been 2 plus that, which gives us 14. All right. And then that works out to 4, 7. So that would be B. Number 7 says, which of the following set is defined by x, an integer, right? X is equal to -2, is equal to, less than or equal to -2, or less than or equal to 4. So we must include both of them. So that's the set of positive integers that is divisible by 6. All right, so basically that's an infinite set because you have infinite number of integers that are positive. So that will be C. And for this one, I drew the thing. Let me draw it again. Always kind of draw it so you get a feel of, where they give you, and you can figure it out from that. So the union, I think this is where the trick comes in, because them change this. So not the union I work with the 23, right? You're combining this. May I jump it too far? This is A, this is B, kind of jump it, right? So they said this works out to 14, and this should work out to 15. However, when you combine both of them, so it's put your x there, so not my x, your x. So 14 plus the 15 give you what? 29, right? So 29 minus the x. I've done this so many times. Equal 23. Don't be tempted to use the 25, all right? And this give you 29 minus x, and of course we know the rest already. 23 minus the 29 give you a negative 6, so x equals 6. And I'll show you guys how you could do it. Check it. 6 from 14 leave 8, 6 would go here, 6 from this left 1 9, and then you could basically check it. 8 and 6 14, 6 and 9 15, combine them. 8 and 9, 17, and 6, 23. You could have checked that, guys. Nobody should have. My students said they got 4 there, so. But even if you got 4, you did not check it. This is CSEC examination. Why would you not check it, guys? Come on. Come on, guys. I don't understand it. Why this so big and ugly, man? Ciao. All right, so item 10 and 11 refer to the following diagram. We show a universal set, two sets in which play tennis and chess. What this is saying, guys, for the T, everybody who play chess play tennis. That's what it actually means. So the intersection, this is actually the intersection. How many students play both games? And this is the two that are Paul and Rima. And they say how many students play exactly one game, and that has to be 4. All right, which are them person there? Pick up yourself, Kayla, Tom from Jerry, Ali, Alex, big up yourself. All right, so that would be that. I don't know why the writing is so thin. All right, this one is a bit tricky, guys. I still can't see it properly, but I kind figure out, say, yeah, it's a disjointed set, because listen to what they say. They say the 30 students in teacher May's class have either a dog or a cat, or none at all. None of the two. 16 students have a dog, 12 students have a cat, and the remainder have neither a cat nor a dog. Which of the following Venn diagram correctly represent? And that would be D. Previously, it was structured different, so it would have been this one. But they, as I say, CSEC plan for us this year. I notice I use the word us because we're all in this thing together. All right. At the Eastern Caribbean Bank, and we know that already, so we're going to multiply 2.6. Guys, why this something not right properly? So we get 2.6 first. And because of the 10 cents something, because I didn't show the working, I had to actually work out this already. Remember? I did work out this already. So this work out to let me see money. $1, $1,000. Yeah. So it work out to 100 and we subtract. All right. This is a repeat. So that one was 2.5. This I made an error because I think this was 180. This is 1,800. When I'm a top student link, and I say, sir, oh, you get that? I say, what you talking about? She said, 180. Sometimes your mind can trick you, all right? So guys, forgive me for that one. So this is actually 180. 10 times that, 180. Number 15, somebody said them put 105 for that. Guys, we don't understand, man. We go through them something and why people get them here wrong. We should not be getting these depend basically. We do this on my TikTok, guys. This was on my TikTok, the same exact one. Now I'm turn the girl with the fine voice, man. All right, so it's 5% times 3. And then that's over 100. And it's straightforward. Normally, them give you a bag of calculation. So this one was pretty straightforward. So you get 350 times 3, we give you that. An article bought for 125. So you buy it for 125, I lose, you lose, because you sell it for less. You see it? Hope everybody noticed that, you know. So you lose $25 and they say express that as the, you see it? And then we can do it. 25 into itself 1, 25 into this 5, 5 into 5, 1, 5 into 100, 20 times. So that's A. Wait, guys, may I try to make this look bigger? Come in, I understand what I'm going with Zoom. I see when I get pant up on my nerves, you know, Zoom. The cash price on a television set is $350. When bought an higher purchase, a deposit of $35 is required. That is something that we have done step by step. All right, see, you know, $35 that a deposit. And when you hear me talk about courts, somebody from courts now be an ambassador. Come here, go on social media. I know nobody no link me, you know, guys. And say, Mr. Benny, you know, some more you promote my brand because guess what? Education you deal with. But you know what me there, I watch them. So it will be 395, subtract the 350. So you see, guys, step by step, me I do it now. So that's work out to 45. So that's D. And if the simple interest on $900 at 4% per annum is 108, other one I couldn't even see it, you know, guys, but guess what? Because me do so much of them, or so many of them, as a mathematician, it kind of just say, oh, it have to be that. So it's 900 times 4% times t over 100, and that must equal to 108. All right. So we transpose, and you know if we do already 108 times 100 because it's being divided. So we multiply and then we divide, and that's by 4 also. Think this will work out to some, I remember. But this look like our new question. So this gone, 9 into itself 1, 9 into this 1, put a 1 here. So we get 12. 12, 4 into 12 goes 3 times. All right. I didn't work out this one, but my apologies for that. As I say, guys, I was just kind of just, me don't want to feel in the mix. Me not lie. Me don't want to be one of the first person for this solution. Because you know me feel connected. All right, at the end of the year, a car is worth 5% less, and then what is worth at the beginning of the year. If the car is worth 19,000 in December 21, then the value of the, and again, guys, you could have simplified 5% of all of them here and see which one give something year 19, you know. You could have done that. You didn't have to use no fancy nothing. All right, so we know say the value is 95%. I'm gonna show you guys that step by step. Right now, my finger head a burn me, guys. So 95% of a number is equal to 1900. As me say, 19,000. As me say, I didn't work out this, me just kind of freestyle it. So it's 19,000 divided, no, times 100 first, divided by 95. 90 and 90, 180, right? So this into 19, you can't, but this into this are 180. So these are 2, 0, 0. As I say, it's 20,000. All right, a man's regular pay is $8 per hour up to 40 hours. Overtime is twice the payment for regular time. If he was paid $480, how many hours of overtime did he work? And of course, we need to find out him regular pay. I hope I use this study because the money are kind of small. So it's 40 times 8. So he works a total of 320 on a regular. So that means the overtime, you just say 480 minus the 320. So we need to know the total money gets the overtime, and then we divide it by the rate. This is not hard. You could have reasoned this out. 2 from that leaves 6, that are 160. But the rate is 8 times 2, so the 8 are 16. 16, because he said double. Oh, he said twice. He never said double. They use the word twice. But it doesn't make a difference. We know what twice mean. All right, let's move on to 21. Pick up Tara Wellington, maths teacher. Yeah. All right. 7 times the product of two numbers, A and B, may be written as, and that is A. That is straightforward. This now, we find our LCM. Guys, when I time me that do this, I'm gonna say, most of the time you see this, you come out this upon every paper. This upon my TikTok, this is everywhere. So you find the LCM, which is 6x, 2x into that leave 3. And then we add 3 into the left 2. Of course, we're gonna get 5 over 6x. So that's our B, yeah. What is the value of x squared? That amount of time we do this to, so it's 4 squared. Come at this compound every paper. And then 3 times 2. See people on TikTok, I said they don't go through one video. Yo, big up on yourself, you know. Big up on yourself. So 4 is 4, 16. These are 2. Them say my brain work fast sometimes, you know, guys. That's why I see sometimes it's make some simple errors. Come here, I think we are 8. So that give you 22 over 8. So that works out to 2 3/4. This one was also a repeat. If 5 bracket that, you could have even put in the numbers and see if you get the 35, right? But now could expand 5 times 2, that's 10. 5 times 1, negative 5. And from there, guys, it should be clear as day. We add 5 to both sides, so that give you 40. And then you divide by 10, so it's positive 4. If John has X marbles, and I remember one girl texted me about this one and said, sir, I don't think it's right. And when I show her, she said, oh, I wasn't thinking about it. Just write the information, guys. I always say that to you guys. So that's a 2x, right? And he said Max gives John 5. So Max a minus 5. And him receive 5. That's how you could look at it, right? And then them say, how many marbles John have? So them want John, not Max. John, right? So John, it'll be x plus 5. All right, given that, this is a repeat. 2, 3, 6 plus 6, 12. 2, 2 is 4 plus 5, 9. So I'm not going to read the word that one there, guys. All right. 27, if that was the order. And of course, rows run from left to right. So that give you 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a repeat question. Persons are having problem with 28. From my understanding of this means modulus. I know you guys don't do A level yet, but it should be taught in schools. This means the positive of it. The determinant of P, and they take the modulus. So it cannot be a negative answer. Big up Trace, she had asked me about that. When I did the past paper, I did do that, right? So even though we're gonna get 8 times 5, 40, minus, sure, oh, go on. So we get 40, right? Because you multiply this and we get negative 42. I agree that it's going to be negative 2. But guess what? They want the modulus, meaning the positive. So that's 2. So that's what they are testing. If you know, say that means modulus. Unless the maths rule change, but that's what I was taught in college. All right, so let's look at this one now. This one is a different one. It says 3 to 7, Q equal that. And they want P minus Q. I think this one was fairly easy because most of them were like minus 2Q or some, but this was just the plain numbers. And what I like about C-set these days, they don't try to twist it. Or they could have said Q minus P and that would show off some students. So I think they are trying to be reasonable in some cases, except for paper 2. All right. Because I know you guys are COVID children. So 3 plus that is 5. And then 7 minus 5, 2. So that gives us C. Halfway there, guys. Item 30 refers to the following diagram of the angle of OLM. In R is the midpoint of OL. So see them give a direction there. R is the midpoint. So these are also in some teach, put in information, make you see more things. The point OM, so from O to M, see there? And so this will be also, and now they ask you from R to M. We not take so, we are take so. All right. You can have them there with me, guys. Yeah, man. All right. So this we're going against the arrow, so that will be minus A, and the distance from OM is going to be 2B, and we're going with the arrow. And what they did, they just turn it around. I've spoken to you guys numerous times about that. All right, let's go. Let's go. All of the people them who learn from my channel, ensure say you big me up, guys, because if me did do not do no work, we need to say. Not even know we need to say. So we just divide by 1,000 because 1,000 millimeter make numerous times I've done this one. So 25 divided by 10 give it 2.5. And this one is 10 times 10 times 10. Everybody must get this, the volume. Which number with it, guys? Which number with it? At a party, a number of guests were served 15-liter champagne. So I convert that immediately to milliliter by multiplying by 1,000. Each guest had 2 glasses. Each glass contains 150. So it's 2 times 150, which works out to 300. So we just divide by 300. That's what I did, right? That gone. What? 150 divided by 3 is 50. This one, they kind of turn it around. They say, if the area of the trapezium is 65, what is the height? And of course, we know what they did to get that. They add 8 and 18, divide by 2, they multiply by a number, we call the number h, and that gives us 65. Shouldn't this be easy from this, guys? So we add the bracket first, which is 26 by 2, and then 65. This work out to 13h. So if you have 13, put a bar off this. If you have 13h is equal to 65. Remember, I'm saying more under the one in more detail, right? Divide by 13, then you get your 5. And if I should then put the 5.0, why it show off some people, but that should not have shown you off based on what we've gone through. Unless you never watch all of my videos. If the perimeter of a square is 56 centimeter, now watch that, guys. 56 by 4 is 14. And then now, get the area is 14 times 14, that's 196. The distance around the edge of a circular pond is 88 meters. So what we know that C is equal to 2 pi r. We done this many times, C work out to 88 because they give you that. They give you the 2 pi r. Me do this step by step, guys. And you're solving for r, so you divide by 2 pi. We did this numerous times. 37 refer to the following diagram, which shows a compound shape that consists of triangle with height resting on a square. If the area of the triangle is 14, what is the area of the compound shape? And I think this one was a bit of a tedious thing, but if you could have reasoned it out, once you figure out this, you're good enough. Because you multiply a number, this by a number, and divide by 2, right? So I could work it out. So we know say it's base times height. So we don't know the base, but we know the height. Previously, they give us the base, but not the height. That's all. I don't even remember, but we divide by 2, and that gives you 14. So you just solve for B now. Bennett, you solve for Bennett. And you multiply by 2, so you get 4B. That's 4 times B, right? And then you times by this, which gives you 28. But we're not done it, we divide by B. All we find was the value of the base, which is 7. So we know, so here 7 is a square, all sides equal. 7 times 7, 49. And that's it, right? No, they did say this is 14. So you add the 14 to it because them say compound shape. And that give you the 63. All right. This is one that I'd work out because it was new. All right. Anna Isle and leaving Trinidad and Tobago. Big up everybody from Trinidad and Tobago. Thanks for the support. Guyana, everywhere. Grenada, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, everywhere in the Caribbean. Big up on yourself, guys. Yo. Big up Jamaica too. Even though you know Jamaica still already, guys. Jamaica not really. Jamaica not made nobody. I just saw them stay. So we have this 23. So it take 4 hours. So it's gonna be 625. And when I was doing it, I did multiply it by the 4. I just said it have to be this. 6 times 5, 4 times 5 rather. That's 20. 4 twos 8 and 1 10. Hold on. 4 5 20. 4 twos 8 and that 10. All right. 4 6 24 and 1 25. Actually, I just look at it because these were so big. I just kind of said, no, it couldn't be this. All right, Miss Clark arranged a 15 set of size selected score represent, which is the following statistical measure did she use? And that's the median. And for this one, I don't like them sitting here because it does my eye, guys. Because I do so much screen time, is that I can't. But I think I just can't get no smaller, you know. The actual size when I use. All right. How many students scored at most 45 marks? Yeah, so we have to find 45, which is right here. And go up 45. So about here, so. So that, look, I think one of them bar are 4, you know. But somehow them put 6. I don't know. See, it's like a joke, you know, because one of the bars supposed to be 4. Let me see. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Yeah, 1 and 4. So why them put 166? It should be 164 now. Them do them things still. The median mark scored by the students is, so the median, we find the middle, which is 100. Here's 100, right? And we go across, and we still have some problem with them. 35, 36, 37. The best of them are 37.5. Oh. Them no bother with the 0.5. Because I don't really like, I don't think that testing much. Just if I can read the graph. And persons are saying that with the 48. All right. So guys, I could reason out that 42. It's a probability, right? It says in a box there are 8 red marbles, 7 blue marbles, 7 blue and 6 green marbles. 1 marble is picked up randomly. What is the probability that is neither a blue nor a green? If it's neither a blue nor a green, it automatically have to be a red. Correct? Because they say it's neither a blue nor a red. So no matter how you look on it, it have to be a red. If it's not gonna be a blue, it's not gonna be a green, it have to be a red. So that's why I say it's 8. Oh, but probability. Let me make someone to do. Hold on, guys. All right, guys, I'm showing you 2 way, right? So me think of 8 over 21. All right, look at another way you could look at it. You could look at what's the probability of picking this or this, right? So this is be 6 over 21 plus 6, 7 over 21, right? That's the probability of picking either one of them, right? And then boom, that's the work out to 13 over 21. So we know that probability is out of 1. So all we have to do, just write 20, we are change 1 over as 21 over 21 minus 13 over 21. Same denominator. So you subtract, you still get 8. All right. Some persons now go see it still. I just say go. Item this refers to the following pie chart, which show the popular. All right. Previously, I did it with the degrees way. I think I'm gonna go percentage wise. All right, 36 degrees is the same as 10%, because guess what? 10 I make 360, right? And this now would be 25%. So I'm go percent we, all right? 10 and that 40 and 65%. So cricket that represent 35%. So all we have to do, find 35. And on my channel, I show both ways when I was going through the thing, you know, I don't know why persons don't listen when me talk. All right, so 10 divided by 5 give us 2. That gives us 7. This gives us 1, and this gives us 36. 7 6s 42, so it's 2 carry 4. 7 3s 21, and 4 25. That's not hard, guys. Just have to trust the process, all right? Run through the rest of this fast. 44. A student is picked at random from the group. What's the probability that a student is a male who traveled to school and by a taxi? So traveled male taxi that are 50 over 108. Previously they had asked if not, if them walk or bus. Some thought. All right, so we can use 2 into this 25, 2 into this 54. So that's 54 over 25. I'm gonna go a bit fast, guys. I'm so tired. The point where the linear function crosses the vertical axis. Now the vertical axis of the line, all right? So that would be a y-intercept. The equation of the line that crosses the vertical axis, and that would be this. So we know the gradient of 4 and we know the intercept of that. We don't need no bugger chatting. And this is a linear function, all right? So we're not wasting time. 48 item refer to the following graph of a quadratic function. The equation of the axis of symmetry for the function, or the axis of symmetry, is the line that cut the graph in two. When you fold it on, then you fit exactly, and that is the line x equal 2. You'd have done this in your class. I know I did it in my class, but you know, a line L is perpendicular to the line 37x minus 9. What is the gradient of the line L? And again, we know that it's going to be the negative reciprocal. So this is positive and this is negative reciprocal. When I multiply it, you get negative 1. 50, if x is equal to that, so how do we just put negative 6? But just I'll go ahead and say 7 6 is 42 minus 3 over 5. And that gives us negative 45 over 5, which works out to negative 9. All right, so we have 10 to go. Let's see if we can do it. 51, which of the following best describes the function? And of course, it is y equal x plus 3. So all we're doing is add 3 to x, right? If they did say f of x, it's the same thing, right? But it's y they use this time. That shouldn't be no big problem, guys. All right, 52. The range of that, and of course, we just work out negative 2 alone, because these are only negative 8, we're good. And guys, I was misreading this. I thought they were saying this map onto this, but it was what transformation maps PQR onto this, and that's a reflection. Well, I did go back and see, look at it. In which of the following polygon does the sum of the measure of the interior angles sum up to that? Now, all polygons around it add up to 360. So that's a quadrilateral. All 4 angles add up to that. All right, 360. 55, for the following diagram, it's a straight line y equal negative x. And of course, guys, you're gonna rotate it anti-clockwise about the orange one angle of 90 degrees. So this becomes y equal x. Previously, they give you the other way around and it was y equal negative x. C-set give you the other way around this time. There should be no problem with that, all right? And this one now is a translation. And this is the original and this is the knockoff. I could already see it, but I kind of figure see the little. So you move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you go, so you move negative 5 because you're going to your left, right? Remember the Cartesian plane? And remind persons, when you're going to your left, x is negative and this is positive. When you're going up, y is positive. When I do this now vectors, guys, come on, man. And then we'll go up 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be -5, +3. And you can use any 1 point, guys. I couldn't see the answer, but me figure out say A. I'm big it up a bit, guys. Yo. I know the quality. Come down, come down. Sure. Hold on there, guys. Yeah, as I said, the quality not so good, guys. But I could make it out -5 and up by 3. All right, this one says no. Oh, this so big. A joke thing. Item following that in the triangle, angle BAC and AB is AB equal 40, which is this length, and they said the length AC. Many people are thinking about this. If it was this, then it should have been seen, right? But they look for AB, this AC, this they want. So you must include this, which is the adjacent side. This is the hypotenuse. And guys, look how them smart. CSEC is very smart with this. What they did, they say, boom, 60 degrees. There's no cos 30, right? Which should have been adjacent over hypotenuse. They did not give that. They further went on and say, all right, because it can only be one out of two things. It can either be cos 30. So let me just write this down because some people still know it. So it can be cos 30, which is adjacent over the 40. It could also, if you're looking from this angle, but this angle is what? Now 60 degrees? Sin opposite over hypotenuse. So it could be sin 62. So all you're going to do now, you're going to look if you see any one of them. And that is opposite. It'll be the opposite over the 40, which is the hypotenuse. But notice which one did it. Now sin 60. You see it? So opposite over hypotenuse. The cos 30 now they are cos 60 them use. So guys, sometimes you don't have to just focus on what you're doing and you will good. All right, item 58 refers to the following diagram, and of course, by an enlargement, we center O. So here we have this move 1 unit, this move 2, these are 2 units, and these are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you could use a ruler and measure them the side here to, tell my students that. So it's an enlargement of our scale factor of 2. And for the last two, a plane is traveling in the direction of 45 degrees, right? And change direction to 135. So that works out to 90 degrees, which is the 135 minus the 45. And the very last one, if a triangle P, remember me say me I get the working man. Remember me telling you, remember good. So 1 at X and 1 at 2X. This means all I add up to 180, so it will be 180 minus 2x plus x, which gives us 3x. So guys, I did all of it step by step, so everybody can feel. Hold on there. What go on? You see what's the size? Hold on, let me see what go on, guys. It's an isosceles. So this are x and this are x. Hold on there. Hey, so I never see that last time. I just know sir this, but I never see that. If the angle P formed by the angle, all right, if the angle P formed by two equal sides of an isosceles, yes, so both of them are x. You know, say honestly, the first time I never see an isosceles. See, a good thing I say I do it over, guys, because I never really see the paper so proper. This one is a little bit better though, so it will be 180 minus the 2x. And so what is this size of angle Q or angle R? Hold on. This not done yet. Let me see something, guys. Let me see if I read this. So it says if angle P formed by two equal sides of an isosceles triangle, P equal X, size of angle Q or angle. You know, say I know this too. Because watch out, it's an isosceles. So let's say this is P, right? And we wanted to find, let me make that one a deep, guys, because this one come like I never even see what one. I just thought it was a regular one with them say x and 2x. Because I thought this was 2x. So you say if the angle P formed by two equal sides of a triangle PQR, P is equal to x, all right? So PQR, what is the size of angle Q or angle R? So wouldn't it be this? Because let's just put a number as perspective. Let us say this was 50 degrees for argument's sake. Could we find, this is supposed to be 50, right? But let us see if we could find it. 180 minus, no, couldn't work, so you know. It'll be 130 divided by 2, which gives you 65. 2 6 is 12. But this would have been 50 and this would have been 80. So this couldn't work. Couldn't work. Unless it was specifically we wanted to find. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with D. But this one, I didn't even realize that this was the thing. All right. This is an unexpected time out, no doubt. See you guys in another video. Guys, hold on, hold on. What if, but they did say it's formed by two angles. Yo, I disappear now. We just see what I'm doing. You know, so the top one is supposed to be P because it say two is formed by two equal sides of an isosceles. So guess what, guys? I can't be this. Because guess what? P upper top. But so P upper top. So to find these two, we just subtract it and divide it by 2. All right, I'm going to try with the same 50 because them here is supposed to work out to 80, right? 80 and 8, 40. No, 65. 65 and 65, 130. Them are supposed to work out to 65. So let's use the formula. It will be 180 minus 50, which give you 130. And you divide by 2. Yeah, you could have find, because both of them they equal. So this would actually be this. If the angle P formed by the two equal sides. Yeah. So the two sides are them here. All right. So it's actually C. So big up everyone. I like this one though. This one is the best one. That one was tough. Because I didn't see formed by the two equal sides. So yeah, P if you do upper top. And you can find any one of them here using this formula. All right, so guys, big up, all the best. And guys, make sure everybody not get 60 out of 60. This was tricky, so all right. But all the best. If you get 60 out of 60, congrats. You're gonna get a straight A. Ah, da 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 da.